Hello and welcome once again to World Championship Ice Hockey on Eurosport. Here we are, Richard Beaupre over there, Paul Ferguson right here in the Milan Forum for the second quarterfinal of the day. The Finns will take on the Austrians. The Finns are favorites now in the competition, now that the Russians have gone. But the other day we saw the Americans beat the Russians. Can the Austrians beat the Finns?
The Austrians are the underdogs, without any question about it. First in Group B for the Finns, fourth in Group A for the Austrians. Look at Ken Tyler behind the Austrian bench. We had a good chat with him the other night, Paul.
We'll leave it at that.
He's optimistic. He was very positive by the end of the evening.
He even bought us a drink at the end of the evening.
Yeah, Coca-Cola wasn't too expensive where we were, though.
The referee is from Slovakia, Mr. Danko, and he calls the teams together. As we take a look at Kurt Lundström, the 53-year-old Swede behind the Finnish bench, he this morning felt very, very confident. The team were looking good. Nothing too major out there in the way of injuries, and they weren't going to say that they were going to beat the Austrians by several goals, but they said that they thought they would go through into the next round.
They do feel comfortable. We even had a chat with the team doctor. He said he was only looking after one player. That was Kiprasov, who had caught a rut in the ice and twisted his knee in a game earlier during the first round. He was getting treatment, but it wasn't going to be a problem. Kiprasov is 100% ready to go for this game.
Laukkanen gets the first touch as that comes back from the face-off, and the Finns start it up. Laukkanen is hooked down by Shea. The Finnish fans don't like that very much, but the Austrian fans do. The Finns with a lot of skating power out there. From the blue line, the shot comes in. Pushacker unable to get the glove on that as the Finns and the Austrians change in the first 25 seconds of play. Helminen along the boards. Tipped into the Austrian zone. Hohenberger. Hohenberger races up, comes up to the red line, fires it off the backboards. Valtteri Immonen gets a stick on it, and that comes along the boards into the corner. The Finns are not going to give much away in their own zone, that's for sure.
They do play very disciplined hockey at both ends of the ice, and it's going to be key that the Austrians hold their own positions. They know that the Finns can skate. The Austrians have got to play their own game.
The key, of course, will be the man at the other end of the rink, Pushacker. This guy has got to keep the Finns from scoring.
Pushacker has been very steady between the pipes. He missed the 91-92 season with an allergy, but he's back in there and doing a great job for the Austrian team.
Believe it or not, he was allergic to milk, and that kept him out of a season. He really did have a lot of problems with that. He started taking his coffee black, and he's back between the pipes. 2-on-2 situation. Makala on the far side. Burton chops it away, but the Finns keep it in with Nieminen. Nieminen flips it around to Keskinen. The shot comes in, and the Finns already are firing on all cylinders. Vircha came right in from the blue line. Hohenberger brings it up into neutral ice territory. The Austrians changing quickly out there. Pushnik and Crump go up to forecheck. The Finns really are skating fast. This is a quick start with 1:41 gone on the period. Koivu, one of the fastest players on the team, loses that, and Ulrich backhands it off the boards, and here comes Doyle. Doyle just lobs that in as Mulish gets a touch. Peltonen is there. Peltonen bangs it off the boards to Koivu. Good understanding for the Finns as that's tipped up onto the wing. The second pass wasn't as good, but Koivu has it. Peltonen on the far side. Koivu dipsy-doodles and picks up his own loose puck in the corner. Lehtinen is taken off the play, but Hämäläinen comes up to pick it up. Koivu likes to do the wraparound whenever he can. Jutila. Lansinger golfs that all the way down the ice, and a lot of jeers and boos from the Finnish supporters, as you would expect, but a lot of pressure there from Koivu and company.
A lot of pressure is going to be right on Pushacker in the goal. Koivu is so quick. It was almost nice the other night to be able to say that Koivu gave a pass away created problems for the Finns. We're getting fed up with complimenting that kid. He is such a good hockey player.
He really is a star. And you're seeing him right here in the World Championships, and that's why it's really nice to see these guys before they go to the National Hockey League and maybe never come back again. You get to see them here in the World Championships before they make it big. Ruutu is out there now. There's one guy who really has made it big. Lansinger tried to get the puck around the zone as Raukenwald takes a swipe at it. Raukenwald, Ruutu goes in all over him. Ojanen chases on the far side, and the Austrians tap it up to the blue. Austria looking to get it through, but Hämäläinen was there. That comes back to Wolfgang Strauss, who dumps it in. Shea couldn't hang on to it. Strauss fanned on his clearance. He tried to pick that up and go with it. It didn't work. Raukenwald bangs it off a Muir's skate. The Austrians with 4 players tucked in that corner. Lansinger works up to the red line, and the Austrians racing back as they change on the fly. Goaltender comes way out of the net to grab that one.
Pushaker again not taking chances. The Austrians wanted to change. You could see players heading for the bench, so he quickly pounced on the puck. Austrian goaltending rated 5th coming into this game. Pushaker has played in 4 games. He's allowed 8 goals. Goals against average being 2, 94% saves.
Face-off in Austrian territory. The shot from way back at the point, and Pushaker came out to clear that away. Jutila getting a piece of it. Curry now grabs the high puck, loses out. Mira is there, Strong is breaking, but Curry gets back in a hurry. The Finns so quick to recover from the odd slip-up. A chance now as that was pushed in by Shea. Shea fans on the shot. The pass was there from Strong. Shea now has it in the corner. Strong is out front from a sharp angle. Pushed away, and Shea has it all the way back to the blue line. Little tip right in front. This is good stuff. Strong was there, so was Colt. Mir goes up, but Curry gets it, puts it in front of his own net. And now Koppinen gets it back in the center. Helminen over to Curry. Little tap through to Helminen, bounces off the boards. The Austrians get it out, and Immonen can't trap it, but there's no icing on the play.
The Austrians able to clear. A good play by Jim Burton just to take the man and not worry about the puck. That allowed the Austrians to get the puck out of the zone without any problem.
Makala chasing as Ulrich gets it all the way out of the zone. Makala on the far side can't hang on to that. Guttner gets instructions to put the puck on the boards, and he does. Pusnik is shadowed by Nieminen. Guttner to Ulrich. Ulrich right in front of his own goal. I'm sure Pushaker will have words with him about that. Delayed offside in effect. We come up to the 5-minute mark now, and the teams really have had time for a breather out there. Long pass coming up. The Finns changing on the fly. High puck up on the netting up there, and we're going to have a face-off.
Michael Guntner going to the bench for the Austrians. We were mentioning players on their way to the NHL. Guntner might be getting a shot at an NBA tryout with his size. He is huge. Maybe the Knicks or the Celtics or somebody are looking for a power forward who'll throw the body around a little bit.
6'5", 228. Well, if he doesn't get a job in basketball, he can always get a job filling up the hole in the ozone layer. That guy is huge. Another one up over the plexi. Will do it again.
Sutnig on the Austrian bench doing his job. A lot of the goaltenders, when they're not playing, will open and close the door to keep themselves into it.
Shea flips it over to the far side. Kiprusoff gets in there quickly. This could be dangerous. Shot upstairs. Peltonen let it go, but Pushaker loves it down.
Good quick shot taken, but Pushaker conceded all the way. The defense have done their job. They got out of the way. They didn't screen Michael Pushaker. Another stoppage in play. Both teams changing personnel once again.
Tomorrow night we'll go up to Bolzano and we'll watch Norway against Great Britain. Not only do I have to work with you, but I have to fly with you. I have to drive with you in a car, and we are now sharing a room. I just thank my lucky stars that we both have a room within that room. And we don't have to share a bed.
We have put together Planes, Trains, and Automobiles Part 2, and we've decided I'm Steve Martin out of the two of us.
I guess that makes me John Candy, does it?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You've been eating a lot of pasta on this trip as well.
Boy, I feel like I swallowed a bowling ball. 5:51 gone on the first period. The Finns with Koivu giving the pass away. Correction, Palo giving the pass away. And that comes all the way out of the zone. Ruutu unable to grab it. Hohenberger to Raukenwald. Raukenwald up to Poloni. Poloni takes a quick shift and gets off the ice. 5 fresh Austrians go out there. A little check by Mira. Mira working with Strong. Can't get by Palo. Kapanen is there. Strong taps it over to the right wing. Nobody there to pick it up, but Colt gets over in a hurry. Offside is the call.
Good hit earlier by Muir right at his own blue line. Muir's a tough little character, number 13, the captain of the Austrian team. Colt throwing the puck in earlier. Muir on the chase. The whistle was blown. Face-off coming back outside of Finnish territory.
Laukkanen, who is rumored to be on his way to Quebec, flips that out, and Helminen gets it. Kapanen is breaking in front. A high flip, and Colt races down. Laukkanen gets back in a hurry. This guy, Colt, is fast. Puck ricochets off a body. Helminen is taken out of the play. Nasheim gets it up, and the Austrians just get it out of the zone. Helminen comes back in. He's getting a little support now. 7 minutes gone on the first period. Helminen hangs on to that all the way back to the blue line. There's no one there to pick it up, and so Kerk shoots it out of the zone. The Austrians throwing the puck around. That pass backfired. This comes back onto the wing for Keskinen. Keskinen unable to control it. Pusnik, rink-wide pass. Going up on the far side. Breaking in front is Kerk. A shot. Loose puck in front. Loose puck still there. Mulish went down. Whoa, that was close.
Pusnik and Nasheim, two very quick forwards, having a go for Austria. Good save by Mulish.
Keskinen right on the blue line. Lays it on the boards. Pusnik picks up the pass. 7:45 gone on the period. The Austrians throwing some good stuff together. Crump got the shot, and that went high, deflected off a stick.
A good shift for the Austrians. Crump stays out on the ice. He came out on the fly. Gotta like number 7, Andreas Pusnik. He's young, he's quick, he plays great heads-up hockey. He works very well with Rick Nasheim.
Pusnik trying to follow in the footsteps of his famous father, Sepp, who was one of the top hockey players in Austria.
He's not doing a bad job. He's had over 80 caps for the national team, and he's only 21 years old. Incredible
Hockey player, and, well, we'll see what he does, if he's around or is in the NHL. Offside is a call in a couple of years' time, because now's the time when they should be grabbing him.
Close one right at the blue line. Keskinen going in with the puck. Makela just ahead of the play.
The Austrians are skating with the Finns right now. A lot of Finnish support. And I'd like to take this opportunity to say hi to all our viewers up in the Scandinavian countries, and in particular the Finns who will be watching this. We get a lot of letters, faxes, phone calls from Finnish supporters. Thank you very much for your kind words. Stay with us. We'll have hockey games on Eurosport right up until the final game on May the 8th. Koivu gets the pass from Kiprasov. Koivu starts up. Koivu right up the middle to Peltonen. Peltonen had a stick underneath his arm. Kiprasov taps it through. A chance. The shot. That hit Guntner. Lehtinen. Peltonen. Raukenwald takes him out. Lehtinen goes in, and Guntner goes after him. A chance for Koivu. Koivu. Koivu still on the puck. Still with Koivu as he walks in. Back to Kiprasov. Flips it over to the far side. Verta right across the goal crease, and that bounces out. Not out of the zone, though. Peltonen. A ricochet. Bouncing pucks out there. Guntner towering over everybody. Pushaker getting a little trip out there. as Poloni comes back. Poloni drops it off. Raukenwald waits for a little support, but he waits too long. Lehtinen, nice little pass, comes back. Pushaker reaches out for that. Mira gets back. And the Austrians again coming back quickly. A good move by Strong to get away from Paolo. But Ojanen got back to take him off the puck. Mura still hanging on to it, eventually loses it on the hash marks. 9:35 gone. Ojanen tries to break in on Shea, and Shea saw that move before. Ojanen is hit twice as he tried to move the puck out. And the Austrians just dump it all the way down the ice to take the pressure off.
Well, the crowd don't like it very much, but the Austrians are doing exactly what they've been instructed to do. If they're in trouble, take the face off. That's no problem. A good job by the Austrians to get back in numbers to help out around Pushaker. They're playing it safe, but they haven't made any mistakes yet. They're not chasing the puck. They're playing their positions well, and Pushaker's kicking shots out.
Big shot came in and hit that guy Guttner. I think they should check the puck for cracks. That guy is so big and solid. He frightens me. He walks around the press room here, and everybody kind of bows and calls him sir. He's a mountain of a man, and he can move. For his size, sometimes it's really difficult for big hockey players to move. Curry on the backhand, a shot, heading that upstairs. It didn't work. Over the top of the net. Clipped all the way in. Burton goes after his man. Helminen pressed against the woodwork. Austria get it out of the zone with a pass up from Carrot, but the forwards lose it right at the red line. 10:25 gone on the period. The Finnish fans are getting a little impatient here. They want to see something happen, but here come the Austrians. Burton loses out and just bangs it off the boards. That goes all the way down the ice. The Finns will change, as do the Austrians. 10:45, no score in this one. Finland now coming back on the attack. Good pass up onto the wing. Makala unable to hang on to it. Pushnik dives and gets it out of the zone. Shot right back in. Pushaker out of his cage. Rattles that up. Makala had trouble with that, and the Austrians coming back on the attack. A long pass, and that just made it over. Ulrich got it. Keskinen was about an inch away from it.
Keskinen would have had a breakaway from the blue line in had that puck not gotten by him.
That was so close. It wasn't a great pass. It got to where it was supposed to be going, but not at the speed it was intended. Verta, 11.5 minutes gone on the period. A lot of the hockey being played in the Austrian end of the rink. Guttner brings it back into his own zone. Koivu bounces that off a skate and shoots it right back in. Lansinger tips it up. Kiprusoff going back with Verta. Verta taps it into the circle. Big pass is intercepted. Shea wants to get over the line, has to wait for his teammates to come back. Kiprusoff playing with a bad knee, but really doesn't seem to have slowed him down. Kiprusoff gets it up. Koivu hooked on the play, gets it into the circle. Lansinger picks up the puck, and we have the first penalty of the game.
Interference to call going against Ken Strong from Austria. I was just about to say the referee's been out public skating in this period. He hasn't had a thing to do. The first penalty of the game goes against the Austrians. Koivu hooked up by Lansinger. Strong getting back on his man. The puck was right there. It looked like pretty fair play. Paolo taken out by Strong. The Finns with the power play. The Finns have the best power play in the World Championships right now. They're rated second. They have scored 5 power play goals, though. Percentages are high. The Austrians are the best penalty killing team in the tournament right now.
12:16, the time of the penalty. Mira is told to go. Still no score in this one as that bounces back to the blue line. Laukkanen traps it, gives it to Curry. Laukkanen was the intended receiver, but Colt got in the way, and he sends that all the way down the rink. Kapanen, good little move in the corner to set himself free, puts that up on the right wing, and the Austrians stacking the blue line now. Mira goes over. Strauss goes over on Kapanen and drags him down. Mira gets in there in a hurry and tries to trap it along the boards. There are 3 Austrians in there. 3 Finns. Comes back to Jutila. That eludes Jutila. The Austrians change quickly. Nasheim gets on the ice. Pass right up onto the wing. Laukkanen is in there. Laukkanen tries to take his man out of the play. Kapanen now goes behind the net. That comes all the way back to Jutila. 1 minute, 4 seconds on the power play. Still not a shot on goal. Jutila. Jutila. Helmanen. Back to Jutila. Jutila. Helmanen. Everybody hanging on to that box on the Austrian team. Helmanen. Jutila. Jutila goes to Curry. Curry loses it. Good stuff from the Austrians. They just held their ground out there.
They did hold their ground very well. The defense stayed where they had to. Nasheim is very quick. He didn't overcommit, but he went side to side very nicely.
30 seconds on the power play. The Finns back on the attack. Keskinen along the boards with Makala. Keskinen looking for places to go, just takes it into the corner, gives it to Makala. Crossover there. Hämäläinen wants it over here, but that goes to the side of the net. The Austrians with Guttner out there, forcing Nieminen off the puck. A little tip along the boards, and that's all the way down the ice. 2 seconds. The Austrians back at full strength.
Coach Tyler won't want him to continue to take penalties.
Oh! Big shot! Ruutu
with the blast. I was just getting excited about the fact that they killed off another penalty, and Ruutu let that one rip. I was just saying Ken Tyler won't want the Austrians to continue taking penalties, but they've killed off 97% of their shorthanded situations. Back at full strength, but their pay on this one, Ruutu letting a blast go from the blue line.
The goaltender perfectly positioned, well out of his net. He couldn't have been any further out, and he just couldn't get that blast inside the post. What a shot. Brilliant stuff at 14:22 of the first period.
That was just plain and simply an excellent shot by Christian Ruutu. Really got all of that one.
Well, the Finnish supporters are going around the building, as you can see. They really love that. Koivu now. Koivu moving up on the left side, takes a shot. Bushaker makes the save. Guttner feeds it up along the boards. Over to the far side, another shot. Kapanen got a piece of that. Koivu steals it. Peltonen keeps it in with Koivu working along the boards. Peltonen all the way back. Kiprusov flips it to the far side. Penalty coming up on the plate.
Roughing the call going against Hohenberger. The Austrians are going to be shorthanded again. They cannot afford to do this. Pushaker is down on his knees. He's just getting a rest, but he's tired. He has really been under pressure during this first period. Finnish supporters in their numbers running around the rink. They're painted. They're dressed funny. They carry flags.
They're doing their own wave. They're taking it right around the building.
It's easier just to sit in their seats and put their arms up, but they prefer running around.
Hohenberger sits for 2 at 15 minutes of the first period.
Penalties will take their toll on the Austrians. Even if the Finns aren't able to score, it's just going to take the steam right out of the Austrians. They don't have the bench that the Finns have. They use less players a lot more of the time on the ice, and these guys aren't going to be able to stay in the game for long if they're forced to kill penalties as well.
This game is being played at an incredible pace. The Finns really do have the depth. That squirts away from Jutila. That's got to be a penalty, and it is. Interference. Jutila doing the intelligent thing, or did he?
He did the smart thing. He had to take the penalty there. He was caught flat-footed. The puck got by him along the boards. He just backed into Ken Strong, took him down. Jutila going to the box for interference.
Ken Strong was on his way. 4-on-4 situation out there, and I feel that that's going to favor the Finns. They really do have some very mobile forwards. as well as defensemen, and the advantage will go to them because they'll have more ice space out there. But let's see, and let's wait and see what happens. Keskinen gets it back. Ruutu taps it up to the blue. Good trap by Ojanen. Ojanen with Ruutu. Ruutu to the far side. The shot comes in, deflected high. Pushaker getting in front of that. Immonen couldn't trap it along the boards. The Austrians going for another change. Nashheim steps on the ice. Ruutu trying to do it all his own. Austria, a 2-on-3 situation. That bobbles out to Burton. He's got to wait. Burton at the red line. Burton has no option but to shoot it in. He goes for a change, and the Finns pick it up in the corner.
Strong goes off with Burton. Nashheim on the ice with Pusnik up front.
Makela breaks to the right wing. Less than 4 minutes on the period. Pushaker makes the save as Keskinen let the wrist shot go.
53 seconds left on Hohenberger's penalty. A minute left on the penalty to Jutila. It's still all one-way traffic. The Finns in force coming right at Michael Pushaker.
Well, the Austrians, before they played the British, needed 5 goals in the game, needed to win by 5 goals, rather, to get by the Germans. They picked up 10, so they did it in style. The Germans went home, and the Austrians are here to fight the Finns. Nashheim gives it to Ulrich. Makela shadows. Pass by Guttner to the far side. Nashheim running out of places to go as Hämäläinen closes them down in neutralized territory. 3.5 minutes to go on the period. Ulrich to Guttner to Kalt. Kalt has got speed. Hämäläinen has to turn around and chase him. Kalt trying to get it out front. Good speed from the youngster as he broke down the left wing.
Kalt has got excellent speed. We saw him the other day off the ice. He looks like about a 10-year-old kid. He really can play hockey.
Lehtinen brought that in front. 1 or 2 problems for the Austrian defense as they change up. Kalt spins around. It's picked up by Burton, who got off the bench. Austria doing a good job of controlling the puck, but they're not getting any shots on Mulish. Both teams are back at full strength now as that goes into the far corner. Burton goes back. 5-on-5 situation. Immonen in the corner with Lansinger. Lansinger pokes that free, but Stromberg is there to pick it up. From the side of the net, the Finns quickly out on it. Coming down, Curry got a little hook, slowed it up, and gives it up on the wing to Stromberg. Over the red line. One-timer, Curry, second shot. Burton fires it out of the zone.
Pushaker again coming to the rescue. The Austrian, all 5 players will go to the bench for a change. I still feel the Finns have another gear. That is scary to think of what might happen to Pushaker as he's really been under it already. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in the first period. And the Finns continue to put more and more pressure on the Austrians.
Face off to the left of Pushaker. That bobbles back, and the Austrians, with pressure from Nieminen, get it up to the hash marks. Pushnik gets it away from Nieminen, but Nieminen races in to pick it up. Shea goes after him. Keskinen taps it in. The return pass. Keskinen, the side of the net with Makela and Nieminen out front now. The one-timer misses the far post. Nieminen got a piece of it. That comes out into neutralized territory. Laukkanen taps it up. Non-stop pressure, non-stop skating from Finland here. From the side of the net. Shot by Makela. Return shot comes in with Laukkanen right in there.
The Finns quicker and stronger. Laukkanen getting involved from his defensive spot. 4 Finns coming forward all the time. If Pushaker knew what he was, or had an idea rather, what he was going to be up against, he probably would have denied taking shots in warm-up. One save, two. Had to have the glove down or he would have been forced to make a third save. Nieminen was right there.
Ojanen steps into the circle. Strong is asked to leave. 1-0 the score. The Finns, despite the pressure, have only been allowed to get one puck past Pushaker. Pusnik, Ulrich. A lot of sword fighting behind that red line. The one-timer doesn't come from Ruutu. He's the one who picked up the goal. Long pass and a shot right on the target from Mira. Mulic just hangs on to that.
Dieter Kalt getting in there quick, going for a rebound. He was taken out of the play without any problem. But I like the way this kid plays. He really does go 100% all the time. The shot from Muir, no problem for Mulic. Right there is Dieter Kalt. He's hungry. Plays with a lot of aggression. Young kid has really got a good future ahead of him.
1 minute, 10 seconds on the period. Face-off deep in Finnish territory. The Finns kick that back. Picked up by Immonen. Paolo breaks on the right side. Immonen wants it on the left. Last minute in the period now. Immonen bats it back. And the Finns circling deep in their own zone, bring it out quickly. Right in front. The little tip is upstairs. Ojanen throws that in. Ruutu, who got the tip a moment ago, throws that out front. Ojanen works hard against Ulrich. Ruutu again trying to get it out front. Strong gets a tip on it off the boards out of the zone.
Team's changing again on the fly.
Immonen takes it deep with just 23 seconds on the period. Immonen, a little tap up on the wing, and the Finns with Lehtinen. One-timer coming in from Peltonen. Another shot right through the crease. Koivu got the puck, got the shot away. Big hit from behind. Guttner now fires it up on the wing. Kert with a couple of seconds won't get the shot away. And there goes the buzzer as Koivu goes down quick in the corner. The officials have to get back to separate. But after 20 minutes of hockey, the Finns lead it 1-0 on a goal by Ruutu.
Finns only scoring one goal, a big shot by Christian Ruutu. They've had the better of the play and more shots than the Austrians thought that they would get. Pushaker has done an excellent job, and he slowly makes his way off the ice to the dressing room. He'll need a rest.
Well, we're looking forward to the second period. We feel that at any moment the Finns are going to start filling that net with pucks.
It's a matter of time unless Pushaker can hold up.
It doesn't appear at this moment anyway that the Austrians have a reply to the pressure coming from the Finns. We're going to take a break now, but stay with us. Anything could happen. Second period coming up. Welcome back to the Forum in Milan. We get set for the start of the second period here. We are live. The Finns are leading the Austrians in this quarterfinal on day 11, 1-0. Ruutu coming up with a blast at 14:22, and that's been the only puck that has gone beyond Michael Pushaker. Pushaker looking very, very strong indeed, but how long can he last?
Well, he looked very, very tired, making his way off the ice after the first period. It's going to be a long night for Pushaker. He's fit. He knew it was going to be coming. The Austrians have not found any formula yet as far as penetrating the Finnish zone. They can't get quality shots on net. They are aggressive. They're doing the best job that they can, but the Finns really are opening the play out and taking control. If Pushaker can't hold out, I think it's going to be a long day for the Austrians, but you never know. They're only one goal down right now. There's still 2 periods of hockey left to play. Let's not count them out yet.
Well, the president of the Austrian club, Dr. Hans Davida, is 65 today. What a present that would be if the Austrians could beat the Finns. We keep comparing the Austrian-Finnish game to the USA-Russian. Of course, there's no real comparison, but in that game, the Russians were also favorites, but they were favorites, and they were chosen as favorites by all the media. No one asked me, I don't know about you, but all the media here picked the Russians to win that one. they didn't, and now the Finns are the favorites. The Americans came up big, and we just can't help but think maybe the Austrians can turn it around. But on that first period performance, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. The pressure for most of the period, the action for most of the period was down in the Austrian zone.
The same bookmakers that were happy to see the Russians go out of this tournament wouldn't be so pleased to see the Austrians win. The odds are very high against the Austrians.
They're about 250 to 1 or something silly like that. I think there's more chance of me playing for Finland next year than the Austrians going through, but we're still waiting for the teams to come out on the ice. The officials are here. It's a 1-0 scoreline. We got to remind you that tomorrow we get in our little magic bus and bomb up to Bolzano. We're going to see the Norwegians take on Great Britain, who will go down into Pool B. The Swiss are coming up. The loser will go down, and the winner will live to fight another day. That should be an interesting battle. It'll be a battle of the goaltenders, I feel, and if Martinsen is playing, and if he's playing well, the Norwegians should win that game. Now the Austrians are coming out on the ice. The Finns are already here. A lot of support in this building, which seats about 10,000 people. A lot of support for the Austrians, but even more support for the Finns. The Finns are here in their thousands. A lot of Swedish flags, too, in the background. The Scandinavians really do get a lot of fans following in their wake. The fans here for Finland earlier on today did a Congo around the rink. They're standing at the right of our commentary position, and they've just a mass of blue and white, the flags waving, and we haven't even started the period. This is a reverse angle shot of that goal by Ruutu. What a blast. Pushaker well out of his net. Watch it again.
Nicely teed up by Christian Ruutu. The only goal of this game so far. You're mentioning spectators before, Paul. The Swedes, the Germans, the Austrians, the Finns do get a lot of people in at the games. The Canadians haven't done bad for themselves. They're ranked 3rd among spectators at their games, viewing them on the ice. So although the NHL playoffs are going on and not a lot of Canadians have come across the pond to see these games, the Canadians are well represented as well.
People want to see these NHL stars. Flipped up by Mira, giveaway there as we start the second period. We expect more of the same from the Finns as they dump it in. Pushaker in the goal will be tested strong. That bounces up to Mira. Jutila brings his man down as Helminen goes in with Curry. Curry winds up the shot, the rebound. Helminen is there. Curry let one go low. Pushaker couldn't trap it. A bouncing puck at the side of the net. Pushaker unable to grab it again. Coming in on the near side, Stromberg slides it along to the hash marks. Helminen, his shot is deflected away. Pushaker down, bounces to the side of the net. Kapanen was right in front, icing the call at the 1-minute mark. What a blistering start for the Finns.
Well, the Austrians only had 2 shots on the Finnish goal in the first period. I've already counted 5 on Pushaker in the second period, and it's only a minute old. Helminen going in at the net. Good wrist shot, good save. The rebound right there. Another save from Pushaker. He is up and down like a yo-yo.
1 shot every 12 seconds. I worked that out all by myself.
I was just going to say, without a calculator, you put that one together while I was talking.
Yeah, but I took my shoes and socks off. You didn't see me. From the face-off, Burton picks it up. Burton tries to get it out. Again, stopped just inside the blue line. Pusnik dumps Nieminen. And the Austrians finally hit the blue line. Nasheim behind the goal. Pusnik races over. Nieminen will get that. Taps it up to Nieminen. Makala unable to control it. Big hit there by Stromberg on Kert. A pair of 26s collide, and Stromberg comes off best. Keskinen gets it up to Nieminen. Keskinen breaking Nieminen, try to drop it back. That went off a skate. Pusnik A 2-on-2 situation. Pushnik goes in. Kiprasov has the puck now. Another fast opening to a period here. The first one was non-stop for a long time. Koivu stops that hit with his skate as the Finns change on the fly. Guntner picks it up behind his own net. He gives that right to Koivu. Koivu with a burst of speed comes in, flips it into the corner. Peltonen is there. Pushaker goes down. Koivu on the far side of the rink. This guy is all over the place. Peltonen. Peltonen back. Lehtinen out front. Peltonen off the post. Whoa, that was close.
Post helping Pushaker out on that one. He was down, a big shot coming from the low slot.
Guntner gets it up to Pushnik. Kiprasov beats him to it. These Finns are so fast. The Austrians really are being beaten to the puck just about every time. Coming up to the 3-minute mark. Icing is the call. The Austrians need a break out there.
Guntner really should have made the effort to take 1 or 2 more strides and at least get to the center red line before he dumped that one in. The Austrians were changing on the move, but it would have got him out of having a face-off come right back down into their end of the ice again. Pushaker should be sponsored by Gatorade or somebody back there. He's drinking a lot out of the juice bottle he's got on top of his net. Working up a good sweat in this game.
Ojanen is already in the face-off circle. Raukenwald ties him up, but the Finns come up with it. Ruutu slams on the brakes and then puts the backhand into the corner. Raukenwald goes for a skate, bangs it up to Lansinger. Can't get it. Hämäläinen gives it to him, and then it's given right back. Hämäläinen doing a good job of keeping that in on the blue line. Lansinger at the far side of the rink. Hämäläinen closes him down. Poloni all the way back onto the blue. Pushaker had to grab that. Strauss had fanned on it. He took his eye off the puck and then elected to go with the man.
Another stoppage in play means at least another 5 or 10 second rest for Pushaker in the goal. Both teams changing all 5 players on the ice. The Austrians unable to clear. Shea, Strauss trying to help out as Pushaker was forced to hold on to the puck. Helminen
in the circle now. Face off again in Austrian territory. Stromberg shot wide of the target. Tipped away, a bad clearance. Laukkanen keeps it in. Laukkanen took a hit. A loose puck in front. Pushaker is there with Helminen spinning. And the Austrians are going to have to do more than just go into the corner and drive it up to the blue line. Easy to say from up here, but they're giving it right to the defenseman. Well, it's a lot of the little things. Like you say, Paul, they're going wrong. A bad clearance attempt. Keep the puck in the corner if you've got it. Grind it out. Don't just throw it back to the point. And then Kent Strong just circled away from Laukkanen, who was at the blue line. You've got to stay right in the face of those defensemen as well. Don't let them get the good shots off. Deflection off that shot, and it comes all the way into the corner. Comes out. Curry lets the shot go wide of the target. Laukkanen feeds it around the boards. Curry taps it up to Helminen. The Finns just playing some excellent hockey out there. It's almost like a practice. A wraparound. Pushaker goes down, and it squirts away. That goes into the bench, and as gloved down by Keskinen, he throws it back on the ice, but that's not going to count. Nice casual catch by Keskinen, putting the puck back in play to the linesman. Linder getting his shift for the Austrian team. Kalt hurt on the bench. Trainer having a look at him. Linder filling in for Dieter Kalt for a shift. They don't want to lose young Kalt. He's an excellent player. He does a lot of skating for the Austrians. From the face-off circle, the Austrians get it as far as the red line. Keskinen, Makala, Nieminen. Makala shot upstairs, and Pushaker hangs on to that. The last thing he wants is a rebound with Keskinen and Nieminen closing down on him. face-off again in the Austrian zone. 4 minutes, 12 seconds gone on the second period. 1-0 is still the score. But it's not for want of trying. The Finns are peppering that goal. Austrians doing what they can just to get the puck out of the zone. Guntner takes it behind his own goal. Nieminen watches him as he comes out on the right side. Austria now coming out of the zone. The pass from Kertz up to Pusnik is knocked away. Ulrich has it. Ulrich takes it deep. Long pass into neutralized territory. Virta drops it back. Immonen. Makala. Clearance all the way down the ice. Koivu steps on. Guntner behind the goal. Ulrich providing a little interference in front. 5 minutes gone on the period. Good pass by Ulrich to get it up. Strong takes the shot wide of the target. Crump goes in hard, but Jutila has him all the way. Kiprusoff picks up the puck. Jutila up to Lehtinen. Lehtinen loses it for a moment. Strauss is hit on the boards. Cleared along the boards. And the Austrians coming back through neutralized territory. Coming up to the blue line. This is nice. Doyle takes the shot. That's the first shot of the period for the Austrians, and there's been 5 minutes and 34 seconds gone on the clock. Coming down on the wing. Lehtinen goes in now. Lehtinen is pushed away. Austria changing on the fly. Poloni dumped nicely by Stromberg. Stromberg just stepped into him. Poloni went right over the top. Lehtinen. Peltonen. Short pass up to Koivu. Koivu working along the boards. Peltonen is there. Puck cleared out of the zone.
Koivu like an eel on the ice. Right along the boards, it looked like Burton was going to be able to hit him. Koivu ducked under the check, kept his legs going and walked right away from Burton and kept going toward the goal. The crowd reacted to that one.
Mira has a breakaway. Mira goes in. Good save, Mulish. Mira bangs the back of the net.
Muir and Strong found themselves with some daylight for a minute. Muir came down the ice, walked right in on Mulish. Mulish has only had one shot on his net in the second period. Muir from point-blank range lets the wrist shot go. Hämäläinen back there. He's late getting into the play. The save was already made by Mulish.
Kicked away by Ojanen. Big hook on Ojanen and another hit as the puck trickles to the far side. Palo races over to the left wing. The Finns now working up. Ojanen goes in. Shot. Pushacker shot. And Pushacker comes up big with Ulrich tipping it along the boards. Another big hit, and the Finns delivering a couple of serious body blows out there.
Peter Call icing the puck. The Austrians in a little bit of trouble along the boards. A bouncing puck. The Finns holding that blue line very well. 6:58 gone in the second period. The Finns have outshot the Austrians 11-2 so far in this period.
The winner of this game will take on the Americans. If it's the Finns, the last time they met it was 7-2, and then that was turned around to make it 7-0 because of Bill Lindsay's dope testing failure. Shot came in from Immonen, and it was kicked out by Pushacker. Puck behind the net. Kapanen is there. Kapanen with room to move. Curry breaks on the left. Jutila picks up the puck on the right side. Glove down at the blue line. The Austrians clearing it all the way in. Going in hard is Nashheim. Big hit by Nashheim. That comes out. Pusnik has it. Tap back into the corner. Nashheim is moving along. And another big hit. The Austrians now starting to get a little physical. Curry on the far side. He's got Kapanen. The shot wide of the target. Stromberg picks it up. Bats it right back in. Kapanen couldn't get onto that. No icing on the play as Goaltender comes out and grabs it. 8 minutes gone on the period. Still 1-0. Flips over to the far side. It would have been a two-line pass had that been touched by a Finn. Makala unable to grab it. The Austrians now with a shot. No real steam on that one as Mulish steered it away. Doyle got a piece of it. Pushnik loses his glove and gets back into the play, but Keskinen has it. Keskinen tips it over. Nieminen was there, couldn't get a stick on it. The Austrians coming back in a hurry. Burton trying to do it on his own, gets it out front. Hohenberger can't get the shot. Burton does. Mulish makes the save. Nieminen on the far side. Pushnik goes after him. Nieminen going right in. Going to be a penalty. Makala tries to get the shot away. Scores. Red light goes on.
Makala with that extra reach, able to put the puck around Pushaker. Delayed penalty was being called. Nieminen was taken down. The Austrians were going to be going to the penalty box, but Makala wiped that one out with a lovely goal for the Finns. Makala has said he would like to go back to the NHL. It very well may happen, but right now he's playing some excellent hockey here in the World Championships. Nieminen hooked out of the play. The referee's arm was in the air. Makala just carried on. A couple of Austrians caught up trying to get around Nieminen, who was down on the ice. Makala on the forehand, reaches around, goes to the backhand, puts a great goal in the net for Finland.
8:48 the time of that goal. It took the Finns 14 minutes and 22 seconds in the first period to get their first goal. And it's been a long time, another 14 minutes plus since their second. The Austrians are hanging in there. They almost had a goal of their own with Mira going up. A breakaway on Mulish. That could have turned things around. But right now it's 2-0 at the 9:07 mark of this second period. Lansinger takes a shot. That's deflected away. And we have an injured player down there. Laukkanen is getting his helmet off. He's going to need attention.
The referee quick to blow the whistle as soon as the Finns had touched the puck. A good play by the referee to stop play. Laukkanen is in some considerable amount of pain on the ice. He's face down. The Finnish doctor being escorted out onto the ice.
Juhani Ikonen, the doctor who works with the Finnish team, is out there. He's a surgeon who spends about 70 to 80 days a year with the national team.
Laukkanen putting the towel up to his chin right away. Chin or teeth, it's one or the other. Started feeling his bottom teeth as he was getting up from the ice. Puck going off his stick right up into his face. The shot had come from Lansinger. It hit Laukkanen's stick, went right straight up and hit him in the face. Appears to be in the chin or bottom lip area. He's off the ice, but we'll see more from Laukkanen.
9:15 gone on the second period. Face-off, and the Finns with Palo on the far wing. Ruutu unable to grab that. Pass right up the middle, intended for Strong. That goes all the way down the ice. Icing again.
Finns with 2 goals, the Austrians with none. The Austrians have only had 6 shots on the Finnish goal in nearly a period and a half played.
Laukkanen appears to be all right. Ikonen standing by just in case he needs to get out the old fishing tackle. Ojanen will tip away, and Imonen fires it in. Palo pushed around. Strauss chases after that. The Finns again grabbing the puck, beating the Austrians to it on most occasions. Ojanen working on the boards with Ruutu. Strong fakes one way, comes up high, and that bobbles into neutralized territory, but again it's controlled nicely by Palo. Stromberg. This is dangerous now as Strong comes up. Strong is grabbed on the play and wrestled down. Imonen doing a good job of getting back. Muir is in there. Strong looking tired as he got up from that melee. Kert picks up the puck. Kert working hard on the far side. Kert looking to get the shot away. Goes up against Eamon, and that doesn't happen. A chance perhaps for a wraparound. The shot comes loose. Puck is there. Banging away at it, and Mulish covers that nicely.
Rick Nashheim doing a good job of just keeping his leg on. He was fresh off the bench, had a head of steam going, went around the net, took his time, let the shot go. Mulish made the save. There's Nashheim getting the wrist shot off. Mulish with the save. Pusnik right there for the rebound. Imonen doing a good job of helping out goaltender Jarmo Mulish around the front of his own net.
In the face-off, the Finns slow it right down with Virta giving it to Kiprasov rather. Kiprasov drops it back to Virta. Jari Kurri breaking through the middle. Kapanen on the right. Big slice at that. Pusnik is there to collect. 11 minutes gone on the period. Austria having a better period. At least they're taking shots on Mulish in this one. A couple of really good goal-scoring opportunities by the Austrians. They haven't amounted to anything, but at least the idea is right. Short pass up to Virta. Virta with room to move up the middle. Throws it up on the wing to Kurri. Kurri drops it back. A little tap right in front. Pushaker went down.
Gary Kurri getting involved in a little bit of rough stuff around the front of the goal. Uncharacteristic of Kurri. Usually stays away from that kind of stuff. Pretty clean player, but took exception to one of the Austrian defensemen, Kapanen, right by the side of the goal. Pushaker holding on for dear life.
Face off to the right of Pushaker. Keskinen tries to slide it back. Makala can't get a handle on it. Loose puck is in front. Neiman is there. And it goes over to Makala. Neiman had a chance on the right side. Squirted away. Makala came in big. That's goal number 3.
When Pushaker makes the initial save, if he can't hold the puck, the defense are going to have to keep the Finns away from him. He has had a lot of action, Michael Pushaker, in the Austrian goal. He makes the first save. Nieminen is there. Makala comes right in and puts a rebound into the net without any problem. Nieminen in front, having a whack at it. Pushaker's all by himself. Where are the Austrian defensemen? Makala says, thank you very much. That's an easy goal for Makala. His second of the game.
Less than 3 minutes after the last goal, the Finns come up again. And I can tell you, we're going to see a lot more of the same. The Finns are such a powerful team. Jutsala up on the wing. Long shot. Pushaker makes the save. Loose puck comes out front. Lehtinen puts it behind the goal. Koivu at the side of the net. Koivu goes in and tries to poke that free. Pushed along, and it's just bounced off the boards. Poloni tried to get it out. That doesn't happen. Poloni has lost his stick. Ulrich goes back hard. Ulrich into the corner. Lansing is there, and again, Lansinger just gives it right to Laukkanen. Laukkanen tips it in, wide of the target. Thrown back in, Guntner. Guntner tries to get it out. Koivu buzzing around in the corner, back to the blue line. Jutsala taps it up. Lehtinen to Peltonen. The shot. Pushaker reached out for that one. 12:45 now gone on the period. Long pass right up the middle. Lansinger's going in. Lansinger trying to get something on that puck. First was the stick and then the skate. A chance now for the... In the net. Oh, Ruutu. I was just about to say a chance for the Finns, and he let go a wrist shot. that again had incredible speed. Pushaker got a piece of it, but that's about it. Ruutu picks up his second goal of the game. Both of them have been very, very impressive indeed.
Ruutu back from the Chicago Blackhawks, playing for the Finns, takes a quick wrist shot. His second goal of the game. It wasn't the hardest shot Ruutu's ever taken, but Pushaker was unable to hold on to it. He dove back after it went out of his glove. It was too late. The goal was in the net. The Finns continue to impress. Once again, Paul, we've got that Finnish wave going around the rink. They don't just wave their arms, they walk around the building.
I don't think they have seats, you know. They just keep moving.
They're a handful for the ushers and usherettes, one way or the other.
Well, the people here in this building and the people up in Bolzano and Canazei really have had a good time. They're letting things go, they're enjoying themselves, and they really put on a good competition. Strauss tries to bang that away. Picked up again, a one-timer wide of the target. Paolo letting the shot go. It wasn't near the net. And again, the Austrians struggled just to get it out over the blue line. Puck eventually frozen on the far side of the rink.
A couple players from each team getting involved along the boards. The puck is frozen. Both teams will change again. The faceoff will be just inside the Austrian blue line. 13:26 gone on the second period. Dieter Colton, Ruutu getting together along the boards. A couple of complimentary shoves. Ruutu doesn't know who it is as his helmet's down over his face.
Well, a change of goaltender as Michael Sutnik goes in for the Austrians. So a surprise there. Kapanen comes up. Kapanen picks up the bouncing puck, gives it to Helminen. And I guess they felt the pressure was just a little too much for Pushaker. Perhaps they're going to give him a break and then put him back in the third period. We have 6 minutes remaining on this period. The pass by Curry, intercepted. Burton puts it nicely over to Nashheim. Nashheim lets the shot go. Mulish hangs onto it, drops it for Helminen. Long pass up the middle by Kiprasov. Intercepted. Back comes Hohenberger. He throws it in front. No one there to pick it off. Kert. Long right in front. Doyle was there. And that bounced into the far corner. Every once in a while, the Austrians come up with something very exciting.
Mulish has got to stay sharp in his net. He hasn't had a lot of action, but when the shots come, they're not bad shots.
That one went off the blocker. A good spell now by the Austrians. Doyle tries to slide it through. Gunnar getting back in a hurry. Big man moved quickly there. Makela was on his way to possibly goal number 3 for him. Little tip in a neutralized territory. The Austrians breaking through quickly. Less than 5 minutes now on the period. That shot away from 14 Linder, who's seeing ice time out there. The Austrians got to use all their players, that's for sure. They don't have the legs to stay with the Finns if they just use about 12 or 13. Ulrich into the corner. Nieminen is there. Linder goes in. Linder picks it up and just gives it away. Sutnik is tested by Stromberg, and that goes high.
The Austrians are starting to use more players. Strauss seeing more ice. Lanzinger, Linder has had a couple more shifts now. Ken Tyler knows he's got to keep fresh players out there. Big shot by Stromberg. First save by Sutnik. It's a nice kick save.
That'll make him feel good. It wasn't too difficult, but the save was good. Another good save, and Stromberg letting it go very, very low indeed. Lehtinen unable to handle that, and the Austrians come out of the zone. Laukkanen gets over along the board, spins his man up and gets a stick on it. Koivu gets back to help out. Pass up to the blue line. Peltonen. Koivu sidesteps a hit from Raukenwald. Throws it up. Shot comes in. Sutnik went down. And again, the goaltenders for Austria coming up big. Raukenwald flipped it out of the zone, but the Finns will bring it right back in with Peltonen on the right side. Peltonen ran into one too many red shirts. Less than 4 minutes on the period. Lansinger, that's tipped high, bounces off the boards. Lansinger throws it in deep.
The Austrians going for a change as Lansinger dumped it into the finish zone.
Pass right up the middle. Ojanen goes in. So sweet, so quick. The Finns so explosive on the change.
The Austrians had a couple guys going to the bench. The Finns turned defense into offense in a hurry. The transition game is very good for the Finnish team. They can really step it up in a hurry. Long pass going through onto the stick of Ojanen. He's between the defense. Burton is never going to get back in time to catch him. Sutnik makes his move. Ojanen has the 5th Finnish goal of the game.
16:35 as Strong comes through now. Strong, a good little move. Colts is brought down and the play goes the other way. A burst of speed from Paolo. This guy can move. Paolo right in front. Ojanen went down on the left side as the goaltender Sutnik slid across. Offside is the call. Strong breaking in. And that was a very close call indeed.
Ojanen's really played some good hockey since Ruutu's come back to join the Finnish team. Ojanen getting that goal on a very nice pass by Christian Ruutu. Ken Strong hitting the Finnish blue line. The puck held out over the blue line. The action continued. Offside was the call.
Jutila over to Kiprusoff. Jutila lets that go all the way along the boards. It's tipped out nicely, and here comes Helminen. Helminen flips it up to Kapanen. Kapanen looks for Curry, but Helminen was taken off the puck. Curry, oh, got it right across in front of the goal. That almost worked, and back come the Austrians. Long shot right of the target. Mulish steers it away. Drop back along the boards for Curry. Curry waiting for a little support. Ulrich gets in there. Ulrich feeds it up into neutralized territory. Colt tries to bounce it back, and Pushnik picks it up. Pushnik to Kert. Fed right through. Pushnik looking for places to go. Gets it back. Guttner takes a shot, and Nashheim was right in there with the deflection. That went upstairs.
Nashheim had the tip. Polish was down. The puck ended up over the plexiglass onto the netting. Face-off will be outside of the Finnish zone. The puck going off the stick of Rick Nashheim.
From the face-off, as we take a look at the reverse angle action earlier, the Austrians push it in the zone. Pushnik against Hämäläinen. Nieminen fell, and that comes back to Ulrich. Ulrich taps it along the boards. Grab there, and the Finns with Mäkelä. Nieminen, Keskinen on the far side. Mäkelä breaking in, looking for the little tip. He couldn't get to it. 1 minute 35 seconds on the period. As that comes deep, the Austrians get new troops out on the ice. Keskinen. Pass right up the middle, going for Nieminen. Sudnik comes out and hangs on.
White shirts again going right at the Austrian goal. Sutnik didn't like what he saw. The puck was ahead of Nieminen. Sutnik will allow the boys to change up again. Mulish trying to keep himself awake. He's had more shots in this period. The Austrians have had 9 shots on goal so far in the second period. They only had 2 the whole first period. Better performance by them, but the Finns have put a few biscuits in the net during this period, 4 to be exact.
Koivu in the face-off circle. Peltonen spun around, couldn't get a handle on it. And that's flipped all the way down the ice. Mulish leaves it for Berta. Lehtinen. Lehtinen with time. Peltonen couldn't hang on to that, couldn't get to it rather. Laukkanen tips it up. Lehtinen, 1 minute on the period. Koivu circles back, nice move to lose his man. Koivu gets it back to Laukkanen. Laukkanen lets the shot go. Kicked away. And Linder goes in. We're going to have a penalty on the play.
Slashing the call, going against the Austrians. Not exactly what they need. 45 seconds left in this second period. They're down by 5, and they'll now be down another man. 5-on-4 for the Finns. Linder going to the box for Austria.
Linder, affectionately known as Kamikaze Linder. Out there, he just likes to run around, hit anything in sight. That's the name of the game. He plays a little offense, a little defense when he gets on.
We're not actually sure if he got that nickname on the ice or off the ice, so we'll leave it at that.
Jutsala with time running down on the period. Jutsala takes the shot, deflected away. Helmanen races back along the boards. Helmanen somehow got hold of that. Tipped in the corner. Gunther can't get his man. Kapanen there. Kapanen trapped right in front. Strong for Austria. Fakes the shot, moves in closely. Kapanen, 13 seconds. Shot upstairs, too high. Curry squeezed along the boards, tapped out, and we have 5 seconds on the period. Nothing's going to happen before the end of the period. There goes the buzzer. An excellent period again for the Finns. This time they picked up 4 goals. Mäkelä, Ruutu, and Ojanen. Makes it 5-0, Finland over Austria.
24 shots on net against 9 for Austria. 5 goals to none. Mulish holding on to a shutout going into the third period. I'm going to try and jinx him a little bit, hoping that something will happen right for Austria.
Well, the Austrians changed their goaltender. Sudnik has gone in, and they scored on him. Pushaker really was exhausted after the first period, and a barrage of shots in the second, and it was time to get him out of the cage. We have a third and final period coming up in a moment. Just a reminder that tomorrow night on Eurosport, Great Britain against Norway, the battle to stay in Pool A. The Swiss are coming, so someone has to go down to Pool B. Who will it be?
I don't know. I think the Norwegians have more experience. We know that they played 37, 38, whatever, close to 40 games exhibition. The Brits really didn't have much of an exhibition season building up to this World Championships. Skill, experience could play a part in it. I think the Norwegians are pretty heavily favored going into that relegation game.
Well, this game here has 1 period to go. It's 5-0 now. Ruutu, Mäkelä with 2 goals. Ruutu with another one in Ojanen. That's the way it stands. We're going to take a break now. Stay with us, so we'll have more on Eurosport in just a minute. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are live at the Forum in Milan. We're still waiting for the teams to come out to start the third and final period. It's a 5-0 scoreline. The Finns have collected 5 goals. The Austrians nil. The Austrians came close. A better period for them offensively in the second period, but defensively they conceded 4 goals. Ruutu with a couple, Mäkelä with a couple, Ojanen a nice individual effort. So that's the way it stands, and things not going well for the Austrians. We knew, Bopes, that they would be overpowered, overskated, or outskated rather, but this is really an exceptional performance by the Finns, and it looks, as you said earlier, like they're only going at half speed sometimes.
Well, they do look very comfortable. They have controlled the play. The Finns are a lot like the Swedes. They tend to start out slow. We're not talking about the tournament. We've mentioned that enough times, how they usually have a slow build-up in the first round and then pour it all on in the medal round. Talking about the game itself. They started out sort of passive, moved the puck around nicely. You could see that they were relaxed and comfortable, and it was a matter of time. Michael Pushaker, to his credit, did a good job of keeping the puck out of the net for as long as he possibly could. Eventually, the Finns, with their power, prevailed. Pushacker has gone to the bench. Sudnik came in to replace him during the second period, but it has pretty much been one-way traffic. The Austrians have fought hard. They did a good job to take the Germans out of the tournament. I think that was a highlight for them and their supporters. The Germans, as we said before, out in force to try and cheer the British on over the Austrians. It just wasn't going to happen. The Austrians rolled to a 10-0 win, and they have knocked the Germans out, and that really did give them a vote of confidence, and it was one back against the Germans. The Austrians are very competitive in sports against the Germans, as everybody knows, and they've come into this game really over their heads at the moment.
Well, let's take a look ahead. This will be Saturday. The Americans will take on the Finns, assuming the Finns win this game. The Americans lost to the Finns 7-2, and then the 2 goals were taken away because of that drug incident. Bill Lindsay failed a drug test. He had some a substance that is banned, found in his vitamin tablets that he's taking, stuff you can buy over the counter. So the 2 goals were taken away. Nevertheless, in that game, the Americans were never in it. What's going to happen when they meet on Saturday?
Well, it's hard to say. The Americans have played good hockey. I think, though, that with their win over the Russians, they've got a renewed vote of confidence because they started out very strong. They took a serious loss against the Swedes. They got pounded by the Finns. But the U.S. really got their game together, and they played excellent, disciplined hockey against the Russians. And they've got a team that can beat anybody on the right day. They've got good goaltending in Hebert, and he's just going to have to keep up the good work.
A couple of months ago in the Olympics in Lillehammer, Norway, Sweden and Canada met in a final. At the end of 3 periods, they were tied. At the end of sudden death overtime, they were still tied. At the end of the shootout, they were still tied. And eventually, Forsberg came up with that flash, fancy, incredible goal of his on Corey Hirsch that put the Swedes into the gold medal position. A magnificent game, a very entertaining game. Are we going to see that again on Saturday?
I don't know. You're really trying to put me on the spot here. I think that the Swedes...
I want you to earn your money for a change.
You want me to answer questions that you can support me on if I'm right. Now, hold on just a sec here. I think the Swedes are going to have a battle with the Americans. They've got to win that one first.
With the Canadians.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, now you've got me all confused. That's right. They got to get by the Canadians. The Americans have got to get by the Finns. Sorry about that. Yes. Now that we're sorted out, we've got third period action, thank God.
Makala comes over. Power play situation. Engelbert Linder is in the penalty box for 1 minute and 11 seconds for the Austrians. Face-off comes out of the zone. The Austrians playing from left to right in this one. Finland, let's play for gold. A lot of people here feel that they are capable of going for gold. A lot of people felt that way in the Olympics, but they were only able to pick up bronze. Hämäläinen off the boards to Makala. Makala collides with Nieminen. Strong tries to make a move on Ruutu, but that didn't work. Makala. Makala with Nieminen going in over the line. Flipped all the way back. Hämäläinen wants it and gets it. Keskinen was the intended receiver on that one. 30 seconds now on the power play. Nashheim chasing out there. Koivu steps on the ice. Koivu working with Nieminen and Makala. Koivu takes a shot, open side of the net. Sudnik went down, and the save didn't need to be made as the puck bobbled off the stick. 8 seconds on the power play. Koivu breaks in front. The pass comes to him as the Austrians get back to full strength. Colt. Right in front of his own goal. Lehtinen is there. Colt breaks up. Poloni is trying to grab that. Peltonen flips it in. Peltonen goes in front, eventually into the circle to pick it up. Peltonen working with Koivu. Koivu, oh, the wraparound went right across in front of the goal. And the goaltender didn't even move. Lehtinen, Peltonen, Sudnik is down, and they're doing everything in this first couple of minutes but put the puck in the net. Kiprusoff taps it forward. Peltonen takes the shot. And that just grazed the far post. Ojanen is out there now. The Finns throw it deep as they try to complete their change. Jutila paps it up onto the boards. Ojanen goes in, shoulders his man out of the play, and the Austrians get a chance to move it out of the zone. Right up to center. One too many moves by Guntner. Ruutu stole it off him. Loose puck is picked up behind the net. Flipped to the side. Mulish made the save from a sharp angle. 2:37 gone on the period. The Austrians come out deep and allow the Finns to get into neutralized territory. Ojanen shoots it along, and Immonen picks it up. Immonen takes a hit from Colt. That doesn't slow him down. Curry unable to get wood on it. Pass comes over to Ojanen. Ojanen fans on the pass. Shea goes in hard. Ojanen picks up the pass now, or picks up the puck rather. Curry is there. Curry leaves it, moves in front. Ruutu tapped it all the way along the boards to the far side of the rink. Still kept in by the Finns. 3 minutes and 17 seconds. The puck has been in this end.
The Austrians are struggling to get out. The legs aren't moving right now. They've had one shot on the Finnish goal. They really need to get something going to try and get out of their own zone first and then apply pressure on Mulish in the Finnish net.
Hohenberger with Curry and Kapanen surrounding him. Tip into the corner to Kapanen. That comes all the way back to Immonen. Immonen is flattened. Curry takes the shot. Whoa! That's number 6.
Well, Immonen sacrificed his body for the team. What a price to pay to collect an assist to get yourself on the game sheet. Curry takes the goal. The pass fed nicely back to Immonen. He thinks he's walking into a good situation. I don't think so. He's down in a hurry. The puck goes right over to Curry, who's always in the right place at the right time, and he takes a very easy goal. Immonen took a very nice hit.
.344, and it was just a matter of time. Non-stop action going against the Austrian net as Hämäläinen is tied up along the boards but gets the puck. Virta wants it, gets it. Keskinen taps it up. The Finns now with a great move by Nieminen. Nieminen is dumped. Hohenberger picks up the puck, and there's going to be a penalty. Holding is the call.
The Austrians are going to be short-handed. Kurt putting the grab on Nieminen. He goes down in a hurry. Hohenberg touched the puck. Call was made. The Finns go back to the power play.
More pressure about to fall on Sutnik and the rest of the Austrian team as Hämäläinen grabs it. Keskinen slowly. The shot coming right there from Makula. Nieminen on the far post.
Well, that looked like it was done in slow motion. Makula sitting in the slot. There wasn't anybody moving on the ice. Keskinen was standing still. He dumped the puck to Makula, who was standing still. Nieminen is by the side of the goal, and he's not moving, but they made it look so easy. The shot and the save being made by Sutnik off the stick of Makula.
Makula moving with the puck. Again, back to the defense. Hämäläinen got it into Keskinen, who gets it over to the far side. Ruutu takes his time. Makula out front. Ruutu unable to hold it. 4:45 gone on the period. 1:20 now on the power play. Keskinen goes in. Keskinen still chases as that comes all the way out into neutralized territory. Hämäläinen falls, but there's no one coming his way. Now the Austrians pick it up, come down. The shot. Mulish makes the save, and Mulish says, "Thanks for keeping me in the game."
Short-handed but not giving up. The Austrians with 1 minute and 2 seconds left on the penalty to Kert. Have a decent opportunity off the stick of Jim Burton. Burton let that one go. Mulish right into the catching glove. He'll hold on.
Face off in Finnish territory. Raukenwald unable to hang on to that, and Kiprusoff slides it up. The Norwegians, or the Norwegians tomorrow play the Great Britain team, and that's one to watch on Eurosport. We'll be there in Bolzano, but right now it's Finland against Austria, 6-0. One-way traffic again. It's a shooting gallery out there. Peltonen, Lehtinen, loose puck in the net. Guntner, 6'5", towering over everybody, starts to mix it up as Peltonen took a shot.
I still think 6'5" is being conservative. Guntner having 3 Finnish forwards take a shot at him after the goal by Toivu. Shot going to the net. Sundin makes a nice save, a good second save, a nice third save, but he can't come up with a fourth one as Koivu's all by himself. Peltonen with a couple of cracks at the puck. Lehtinen in there. Peltonen again. There's Koivu. He's got the goal. The Finns, with their 7th one of the game, score a power play effort. After the whistle was blown, and the puck was in, well, the puck was into the net, then the whistle was blown. Players have been sent to the penalty box, 1 from each team. Raukenwald in the box for the Austrians. Lehtinen taking the penalty for the Finns.
The shot is off the blocker. Doyle getting a piece of that, and again, they start to mix it up in front. The Austrians really can't afford to take penalties. Out on the D is Gerhard Unterlughauer, the youngest player in the tournament, 17 years old. Teenager getting a chance to work on the Austrian blue line. He's got the full face mask on. He only stands about 4 feet high, and he went after Curry a moment ago. That must have gave him a real charge to go after the big man himself. Laukkanen puts it into the corner. Curry trying to work his way through. Everyone backing in on the goalie. Jutila goes in, makes it look so easy. This is becoming a rout. 8-0 now.
The Austrians are just simply being overpowered by the Finns. Sundin has made a few nice saves, but he can only do so much. Jutila, defenseman, has enough time to walk in, do exactly what he wants. He's in the slot. He could have shot there. He says, oh, what the heck, I'll wait. Puts it on the backhand. Sutnik sprawled out on the ice, can't come up with the puck. The shooting gallery going at the Austrian goal.
2 goals in 41 seconds. Both teams still with players in the penalty box. Mira now breaks up. Mira looks to get it along the blue. And they have to come back to Hohenberger. That's tapped down. Mulish gives it to Stromberg. Stromberg with a burst of speed, intended that for Nieminen. No icing on the plate. Hohenberger slows it down. Strong on the right wing. Ken Strong winds up, takes a shot. A bit of a drop ball out there as that one dipped and eventually banged off the backboards. Finland again coming in with Nieminen. These guys are turning the defense inside out. Nieminen tries to put it upstairs. Hämäläinen lets it go. That goes upstairs and it's too high. Nieminen picks it up. Sudnik went down and covered the angles. The Austrians back on the attack. 7:25 gone on the period. Nashheim breaking in quickly, but the pass didn't come his way. Verta doing a good job of defending, breaking down those passes. Hämäläinen out there now. Both teams back at full strength. Ruutu tried to get that by Raukenwald. It didn't work. Nasheim broke in on the wing and his pass was taken away. Lansinger feeds it up. And it's flipped all the way in the corner. Hämäläinen doing a great job of moving back and forth. Eventually falls but gets the pass away. Ruutu traps that in his skates. And it was left on the red line. Pušnik tried to get it over. Nasheim taken off the puck. Ojanen is there. Ruutu from Ojanen. Alatalo right in front, the one-timer. The Finns taking shots from all angles as Ruutu gets it back. Alatalo moves in front. Ojanen unable to get the pass over. Jutila tapped it around the boards. Alatalo was there to give it to Ojanen. Ojanen tries to stick handle his way out of the corner. That didn't work. And the Austrians go for a change. Piloni, good little move. Piloni tries to lay it off for Raukenwald. He runs out of places to go. Piloni did not pick up a goal during the regular season for his domestic side. So he's definitely not out there for his goal-scoring ability.
Kind of statistic that players hope that commentators will forget, but Paul, you had to bring that one up.
Hey, he didn't send the check. Tipped up into neutralized territory. Peltonen now. Peltonen makes a move, lets a shot go, and Sudnik makes a save right off the chest protector. Given away, pushed right back into the zone, and the Austrians make a good move, and then they turn around and give it right back to the Finns.
Finns still going right at the Austrian goal. The Austrians can't get on and off the ice fast enough now.
Koivu had fallen down. He was flat down, and he still stick-handled with the puck while he was on the ice. The Austrians couldn't get to him. He got up and hung on to it. Koivu from Laukkanen. The shot comes in wide of the target. That'll go down the ice. Laukkanen takes it at the red line. 10 minutes now gone on the third period. 8-0 the score. The Finns are looking sharp. Hohenberger taps it up to Doyle. It bounces away from him. Flipped up on the wing. The shot. Good one from Burton. The rebound comes in. Another shot, and Mudish went down. A couple of good shots, a couple of good saves. Burton started it up. Finland. Helminen left it there, and Curry picked it up. Kapanen was going the wrong way on that one. Long pass up to Doyle. Doyle flips it into the corner and goes for a change from a sharp angle. Mulish makes yet another save. Mulish has had 3 or 4 fine saves. Kapanen tries to do it on his own. Moore on that far side is waiting. Can he take another big shot on goal? Guttner gets it up. Colt now breaking down. Right in front, but Mulish controls that and forces the face-off. 11-11 gone on the period.
Mulish going for a little skate. He's only had 6 shots on his net during this third period, but 3 of them have been good saves. Mulish has really kept his wits about him as he's watched most of the game going on at the other end of the ice.
There's a weird disc jockey in this place. I don't know where he gets his records from, but he has a great selection. He really does mix it up, and the people seem to get right into the swing of it. Whatever he plays, the shot comes in, deflected away. Ulrich grabs that. Ulrich, long passes up there for Strong, and he just couldn't control it. 11:40, the Austrians getting out fresh legs. Nieminen works in, misses the far post. Jutila races in and traps it along the boards. Jutila continues to play with it. Eventually that comes up on the boards. Nasheim to Pušnik, back to Nasheim. The shot, save, rebound, and Mulish went down as that went away. Mulish is hanging on in there as the Finns relax. Makala Nice pass by Makela to Nieminen, right on the target.
Again, the Austrians have a good opportunity for themselves. Nashheim with a good shot. Mulish took that one off the shoulder. But just as quickly as that happened, the Finns were roaring right back down on Michael Sudnik. Nieminen getting a good shot away. Sudnik with yet another save.
Sudnik, 20 years old, plays his hockey in Klagenfurt. He went to Rosenheim in Germany to play hockey when he was 16 years old. So he too, like several other youngsters in this competition, has a great future. Ojanen stays in the face-off circle. Ojanen gets it back. It comes back onto the D, and there's a loose puck right in front. Kicked away at the last minute by Hohenberger. The Finns totally in control. Alatalo was rammed out of the puck, loses his stick, and the Austrians now coming up with Rauchenwald. Poloni is dropped. Kiprusoff heads up hockey, pass up on the left wing to Ruutu. Ruutu fakes one way, goes the other way, gets around Poloni. Poloni chopping lumber out there. Good pass just over the stick of Ojanen. Kiprusoff feeds it in right on the doorstep. Difficult one for the goaltender to control out there as Ruutu mixes it up. Bodies coming down, another penalty coming up.
And guess who it's going against? Austria. Rauchenwald will go to the penalty box for cross-checking. Just what the Finns need, another power play situation. They're up by 8 right now. Sudnik can't drink the water fast enough in the water bottle behind on top of his net. He'll say thanks to Rauchenwald for that one. The Austrians will be killing off another penalty here. Koivu gets his line back out onto the ice.
Good call by Anton Danko, the Slovak referee. 6 minutes, 59 seconds remaining in this hockey game, and the Austrians will be glad, I'm sure, to hear that final buzzer. Koivu starts it up with a pass onto the wing to Lehtinen, back to Koivu. Koivu really has been a thorn in the Austrian side as that comes back to Kiprusoff. Lehtinen, Koivu, right in front. Verta was there. Lehtinen playing on the hash marks, puts it behind the goal. Strauss at one side. Lehtinen comes in. Lehtinen with a little tip by Shea. Kiprusoff picks it up. Kiprusoff with room to move. Slides it over. Koivu. Lehtinen is on this side. All the way back onto the D. Verta. Kiprusoff. Lehtinen. Koivu. Peltonen providing the pick as that comes back. Kiprusoff wants it, but Verta circles the other way and then gives it to Kiprusoff. 52 seconds on the power play. Koivu gets another touch. I don't think Peltonen has touched the puck on this power play. He'll probably be the one who scores the goal. Whoa! Folks, I assure you, this is live.
If I wasn't with you, I wouldn't have believed that one if I was watching television. This game has not been pre-recorded. We are here in Milan.
Oh,
Good
boy.
call, Paul. I'm going to ask you to pick some horses for me later on.
I will do that.
Hopefully for some races that haven't already been run. Peltonen was watching a nice power play, as you said. The Finns are doing a good job of moving the puck around. The Austrians hadn't really given him a quality shot. Finally, the play breaks down. It comes right to Peltonen. There he is. There's the goal. The guy who you said hadn't touched the puck puts it away for number 9.
14-19 is the time when the goal was scored. Gutner gets it to Ulrich, and again, more pressure. 9-0 as Linder goes for a skate. Helminen taps it in to Kapanen. Helminen goes in. Sudnik takes a swipe at it. Ulrich. High flip to the far side. Crump is beaten to the puck by Jutala. Tapped up to Helminen. Jutila at the back was able to get a stick on that one to prevent the break coming. Doyle was on his way. Long clearance goes all the way down the ice. Icing is the call.
Face-off will come back down into Austrian territory. A power play goal scored by Peltonen. The Austrians really up against it. 9 goals to 0 at present. Paul, you got to wonder whether the Finnish supporters have got a circulation problem or something. If the blood doesn't get to their legs enough, they can't seem to sit still for very long. They continue to walk around the building with that wave.
They're having a great time. Carrot comes up now. Carrot flips it into Pushnik. Pushnik on the backhand. High flip, landed beside the net. Still not out of harm's way. Mulish tips it out, and the big forward Nieminen throws it up. Shea is back to collect it at the blue line. Back on the attack. Long clearance in. Carrot is there. Carrot can't get away from Nieminen. Nieminen with that big reach. Just poke checking that away at the last moment. Back on the attack, Immonen. Immonen heads to the far side, tried to get it over. Makala is there. Carrot collects. Pass up to Peloni is behind him. Raukenwald goes up. Ruutu bringing it up slowly. Less than 4 minutes on the game. Ojanen taps it in. Alatalo couldn't get a handle on that, and the Austrians failed to get it out of the zone. Lansinger is out on the ice now. The Austrian coach, Ken Tyler, giving everyone a chance in this one. Comes in now, and the Austrians come back quickly. The pass up to Lansinger is behind him. He's not going to get that, but he gives Laukkanen a rough ride onto the boards. Ruutu. As we come up to the final 3 minutes of this hockey game, Ruutu slides it around. Alatalo was there. Colt unable to pick it up. Strong is dumped. Hohenberger rockets that off the boards on the far side. Well, we knew before this game started that the Finns were going to play some good hockey, that they were going to most likely win this game, but I think if you use the American word, their performance has been an awesome one. They really have impressed a lot of people, and the Americans will be here to see this one, I'm sure, and they'll be thinking, what do we have to do to beat these guys? They'll have a day to think about it, and then they'll come face to face on Saturday. Canada will take on the Swedes also on Saturday. Koivu brings it in. Lehtinen right out front. That goes over the blue line. Coming up to the final 2 minutes of the hockey game.
Time running out for the Austrians. The Finns backing off, moving the puck way back down into their own end of the ice. They're comfortable right now and not in any danger with a 9-goal lead.
They want Mulish to hang on to his shutout too. Curry has that deflect off his skate. It goes back into neutral ice territory. Rink-wide pass. Jutila drops it back. A minute and a half now remaining on the game. Helminen. Kapanen goes for the far post. Jutila tipped away, and the Austrians now bring it out, and this could be something for Nasheim. Going in at the last moment. Good save there. Curry got back in a hurry, but Mulish was there. 1 minute to play now as that puck comes out to Helminen. Bounces in behind the goal for Kapanen. Helminen takes over. Bangs it off the frame. Hämäläinen couldn't control it. Another chance for Nasheim. Nasheim going down. Linder is there. Pushnik. 45 seconds. Guntner goes in to take the shot. Mulish gets a stick on it. Makala picks it up in neutral ice territory. A little flick through, deflection. so sweet. Stromberg makes it 10.
Double figures for Finland, and what a classy goal. Mika Stromberg stepping up from his defensive position with an excellent little touch on the puck off the stick of Makela. Makela sees him going, takes his time, dumps the backhand flip through there. Stromberg touches the puck nicely. There is the 10th Finnish goal of the game.
Well, now the Austrians know how it feels. They beat Great Britain the other day 10-0. The tables have been turned. 30 seconds on the game. Lansinger tried to shoot that out, and Unterlugauer picks up the puck in the corner. Headmans it up, Ruutu goes in, and the Austrians coming down just flip it in the zone. 10 seconds. Laukkanen flips it over to the far corner. The Finns will hang on to it, and in 1 second, their fans will celebrate. Everybody goes back to congratulate Mulish. The Austrians beaten 10-0.
Great performance by the Finnish team. They tuned themselves up nicely for their encounter against the Americans in their next game. As you said before, Paul, I'm sure the U.S. were taking their notes. We saw Tim Army between the first and second period. He was watching very closely.
On Saturday at 4 o'clock, the USA will play the Finns, and then at 8 o'clock, Sweden against Canada. Two great games. Be sure to be with us. Tomorrow night we have Great Britain against Norway, the battle for relegation. We'll have that one live on Eurosport at 8 o'clock. A lot of Finnish fans here to witness an excellent performance by Finland. Ruutu with a couple, Makela with a couple, Ojanen, Curry, Koivu, Jutila, Peltonen, Stromberg. What does that tell you?
It tells you there's 10 goals in the net for Finland, and I didn't hear you mention any for the Austrians, so I'd say it was a 10-0 final.
It also tells you that it was a team effort out there. A real team effort. Mulish picking up the shutout. Let's not forget him. You want to pick up your all-star performers for this one. How about for the Finns? Difficult.
The replay there showing Makela's pass here to Stromberg. Makela is my player of the game for the Finns. 2 goals. Really worked the puck around nicely. For the Austrians, I'm going to go with Rick Nashheim. He had a couple of close opportunities for himself. He worked very hard throughout the game, and he never gave up right to the closing whistle.
Well, I thought that Curry played well out there, but there were so many good players, but then the opposition wasn't there. Let's not take anything away from the Austrians. They got here. They're in the final 4 in their group, the final 8 in the table. Let's clarify that. So Nashheim gets it, but they were no match on the evening for the Finns. The Finns, again, I said this, and I hope I'm not putting the hex on them, but they were so powerful, just as powerful in the Olympics. They looked like they should have gone. Well, Ruutu gets it for the Finns. They looked like they should have gone all the way, but they didn't. They lost the big one just when they needed it. Can they do it tomorrow, or Saturday, rather?
I don't know. The U.S. are pumped up. It's going to be a good battle.
Well, we're going to leave you from the forum in Milan, but if you stay watching Eurosport, we're going to show you the highlights of this game. Pushaker getting a special award out there. We're going to take a break until tomorrow. From Richard Beaupre and myself, Paul Ferguson, good night.